after paying homage to the Buddhas, then taking the precepts, 5 precepts. So now we will continue to talk about the Buddha's last days, Mahāparinibbāna Sutta, part 2 today. Last time, we explained the 7 Raja Aprihaniya Dhamma. Today, we will continue to talk about Bhikkhu Aprihaniya Dhamma. 7 non-decline the Dhamma for monks. So, Uddamadasi made the very beautiful presentations. So, we will show these presentations on the screen. So, I will share here, okay? With the screen with the presentation is easy to explain and easy to understand. We finished the 7 Raja Aprihaniya Dhamma. Now, Bhikkhu Aprihaniya Dhamma. The Bhikkhu's Dhammas are non-decline. The 7 Dhammas are non-decline for Bhikkhus. Then after that, then there's a Chinese translation. When the Buddha explained the 7 Raja Aprihaniya Dhamma to Venerable Ananda, then Vasagara Brahmanas got the ways to destroy the Vesali country. Then, after listening to the Buddha's 7 Raja Aprihaniya Dhamma, then Vasagara Brahmana went back to the the royal palace. As soon as he left from the monastery, the Buddha also instructed Venerable Ananda to inform all Bhikkhu Sanghas to gather in assembly hall in the Gajjaguda mountain monastery. Then, according to the Buddha's instruction, Venerable Ananda also informed all Bhikkhu Sanghas in Rajaga city to gather in one assembly hall in the monastery. Then after some times, all Bhikkhu from Rajaga city gathered in assembly hall, Dhamma hall. When they are ready, then Venerable Ananda also informed the Buddhas, all Bhikkhu Sangha have gathered in one assembly hall. So the Buddha can go to the assembly hall to give order to those Bhikkhu Sangha. Then the Buddha also went to the Dhamma hall, assembly hall. Then sitting in the Buddha's seat, then the Buddha also gave these Bhikkhu Aprihaniya Dhammas. The 7 Dhamma or non-declines for Bhikkhus. What is the first one? Satta wo Bhikkhu Aprihaniya Dhamme Desisami. I will give you 7 Aprihaniya Dhamma for Bhikkhus. Number 1, Yawagwenja Bhikkhu Bhikkhu Abhainan Sanibada Bhula Boisandi Wodi Yewa Bhikkhu Bhikkhuna Pati Kenga no Prihani. The Buddha says, as long as the Bhikkhus hold regular and frequent assemblies, they may be expected to prosper and not decline. You know, yeah, the Buddha gave one fetters to prosper for bhikkhu, not non-declines. Okay, non-decline for bhikkhus. Number one is, you know, abhinan sannipada bahula bhavait santi. The bhikkhu are holding the regular assemblies, frequent assemblies. Then they may be expected to prosper, not decline. Then in the picture, this is the Pautaya Dhammavihari Simat and main center in Molamyai. Then we have, every Patimokkha day, full moon day and new moon day, we have the Sangha Uposatha. All Bhikkhu Sangha gather together at the Sima Hall. Then we chant Patimokkha. Then, Sayadaw or if Sayadaw is not there, then the other senior Bhikkhu gave all orders to the Bhikkhu Sangha. This one regularly, okay? Every Uposatha day, we have these Sangha Uposatha assemblies. So in this assembly, if something happened, what happened? The Nayaka Sangha also informed the Sayadaw or senior bhikkhus. Those bhikkhus are, not following the Vinaya rule. They are not following the monastery rule. They are not meditating according to the schedules in the monastery. Or they are doing something which is not suitable for bhikkhus, etc. Then at that time, the Sayadaw, Sayadaws, they gave orders not to do so. Please practice meditation regularly. They also interview with the teachers regularly. And also follow Vinaya rule and monastery rules. Don't break any monastery rule and Vinaya rules. Okay? In this way, the Sayadaw gave orders to all Bhikkhu Sangha. If Sayadaw is not there, then the other senior Sayadaws give orders to Bhikkhu Sangha and this assembly and Uposathas. Then they also follow. Okay? Then what will happen? The monastery also will prosper. The Bhikkhu Sangha also will improve in their meditation. Or even they can, they can fulfill sila, not to break. Then based on pure sila, they can also practice meditations. Then their concentration will improve step by step. Finally, they can attain up to jhana, mega, phala, nibbana in this way. Okay, they can practice samadhi and panya according to the Buddha's instructions or Sayadaw's and meditation teachers' instructions. So the frequent assembly, the regular assembly, regular gathering is very important to prosper for all bhikkhus or the monastery or sasana. That is why the Buddha encouraged the bhikkhu sanghas to have the frequent and regular assemblies. Okay, then by doing so, there will not be bad bhikkhu. If there are, evil bhikkhus, sangha, evil bhikkhus are there, then sure they cannot stay together with the pure bhikkhu and good bhikkhus. Then by giving those kinds of admonishment order, then most of the Bhikkhu Sangha also follow the instructions or order. Because of this reason, if there are evil bhikkhus and bad bhikkhu, sure, they cannot stand together with pure bhikkhu, good bhikkhus. Then very soon they leave from the monastery. That is why the bhikkhu sangha will be pure bhikkhu sangha in the monastery. In the same way, in the whole sasana also, the same way. Okay, so the Buddha gave Abhainan Sanipada Bahula. All bhikkhu sangha should have frequent and regular assemblies in the monastery or in the sasana. Then, number 2, the Buddha continued to give number 2 admonishment or number 2 fetters to prosper, non-declines for bhikkhus. What is number 2? Samagga Sanipate Santi Samagga Vote Santi Samagga Sangha Karniyani Kare Santi. As long as the monks meet in harmony, break out in harmony, and carry on their Sangha texts in harmony, or they may be expected to prosper, not decline. In the monastery or in the sasana, in the monastery, there are also stupa or chetiya, etc. Then around the chetiya, they have the cleaning duties. Usually in our meditation centers, or they have the duty groups. According to their duty times, or they also gathered and do cleaning duties around the chetiya or stupa. Or some maybe body yangana near the body tree. Sometimes, Uposatha Gara or Sima, or in the Sima or meditation hall, etc. Okay? Then you see here in the pictures in our monastery, this one is a Memyu Founder Meditation Center where we are living here. The first picture here, this one is the Sima setting ceremony in our monastery. The times we also invited all sayadaws from founder branches, so they also gather here. And also we also invited many senior sayadaws from the Mandalay, some from Yangon, some from Zagai. Many bhikkhu sangha also gathered in this Sima setting ceremonies. By gatherings together, then we set up the Sima. Then Sima is successful. Okay? Then Sima is successful. If someone disagree with the Sima settings, what will happen? If they disagree, then they will not join in the Sangha's assembly. What will happen? So the Sima setting will not be successful. He is around our monastery area, but he don't attend in this Sima settings. Then Sima settings will not be successful. That's why all bhikkhu sanghas need to gather in Sima. After that, then recite the Sima settings Kamawasa. Then Sima settings ceremony will be successful. So will be pure Sima, successful Simas. Okay? Then after that, then we also stop. We also finish our Sima settings ceremony together, like this. Then we are doing Sangha Karmas together. Then in our monastery, our monastery is in the forest, especially in summer seasons. There are also a lot of forest fires. Now forest fires are around our monastery area. Then if we don't clean the line, the rope without any rubbish, without any leaf, what will happen? Sure, the forest fire will come to our monastery and burn the good deeds. You see here in the picture, this one is the forest fire around our monastery area. So Bhikkhu Sangha are waiting to release those fires with the water. So all Bhikkhu Sangha, especially in the small upostadis, okay, 8 upostadis, or one time they gather together and cleanse the leaf and rubbish around the monastery area. When the forest fires comes to our monastery, then we can easily prevent the forest fires not to go to our monastery. This one is a Sangha text, okay? Sameka Sangha Karanyani Karandid. Not only this one, sometimes we need to do some things in our monastery. All Bhikkhu also gather together. When we have such kinds of gathering ceremony, then some Bhikkhu, if they show, for example, I have to do something, I'm not free. Merchant Sivarakama Ati, I need to saw the rope. Merchant Pato Pachitabo, I need to bake my bow. Okay? I need to bake my bow. Merchant Nawagama Ati, I have to do something. Or if they show many reasons, they don't want to gather. When they remind by hitting the gong or the bell in the monastery together, then they show many reasons. They don't want to gather. At that time, what will happen? Or such kinds of Sangha texts will not finish, will not be successful. Then if not, for example, like in our monastery, the Sima settings will not be successful. And also when the forest fire comes to our monastery, then we cannot prevent the fire. The fire will burn our monastery, kuti and our monastery, etc. That is why, Sameka Sanipadesandi, we should gather together. Sameka Votesandi, we should also finish, we should also end together. Sameka Sangha Karanyani Karesandi, we should also do Sangha text together without any complaint. Then monastery will prosper, not decline. In the same way, the whole sasana also will prosper, not decline. Okay? Then, if we have the frequent assembly, frequent meeting, what will happen? If there are enemy around the monastery or in the sasana, then we can also give punishments to them with the power or honor of sanghas. So we can also solve the problem. If we don't have the meetings or assemblies regularly, then there will be enemy or monastery or enemy of sasana. Then we don't know who are enemy, what they are doing, what kinds of things they are doing to destroy our monastery or our Buddha sasana. Then sure our monastery or sasana will not prosper, will not develop. Then, they will also destroy our monastery or our sasana. But by gatherings together frequently, regularly, then some Bhikkhu Sangha know this news. Then they will inform the Bhikkhu Sangha and then we will discuss each other how to solve the problem. Then if we need to give punishments to the evil bhikkhus, then with the Sangha's power, Sangha's honor, then we can give the punishment. Then bhikkhu, evil bhikkhu or evil enemies of monastery or Sangha, then we will not disturb monastery or sasana. Because of this reason, Sameka Sani Padesandi, Sameka Odesandi, Sameka Sangha Karanyani Karesandi. meeting in harmony, breaking up in harmony, carrying on the Sangha's test in harmony is one factor to prosper for bhikkhus, non-decline. Okay? Then, number three, Abhinyatana Pinyapendi, Pinyatana Smochain De Sandi. Yatha Pinyatedu Sekhapadesu, Samadhaya Wate Sandi. Do not authorized, there has not been authorized already. And do not abolish what has been authorized, but proceed according to what has been authorized by the rules of training. That is why, in the picture, this is the, the sixth Sangha councils in Myanmar. Sixth Sangha councils in Myanmar. Abhinyatana Pinyapendi me, the Buddha didn't lay down any Vinaya rules, but the Bhikkhu Sangha, they cannot lay down according to their own desire. Okay? We only just follow according to the Buddha's rule. Pinyatana Smochain De Sandi, the Buddha already laid down the Vinaya rules. For example, like 227 Vinaya rules. So some bhikkhu, for example, some bhikkhu, they disagree with the rule, or they don't want to follow the Vinaya rule. Then they want to remove from the Vinaya. They want to destroy the Vinayas. They want to abolish the Vinaya rules. Or it is also impossible. Okay? Pinyatan Nasmo changes and they cannot abolish, they cannot remove the Vinaya rule. They have already laid down. Yatha Pinyatedu Sekhapadesu Samadhaya Wate Sandi. They only just follow the Vinaya rule, the laid down by the Buddha. Only just follow without abolitions, without adding, okay? Without putting the new rules. This is called Yatha Pinyatesu Sekhapadesu Samadhaya Wate Sandi. Or if they are doing so, then the Bhikkhu Sangha will prosper, not decline. During the Buddha times, in Savatthi city, one day the Buddha announced to the Bhikkhu Sanghas, I want to stay alone for 3 months without meeting with any persons, including Bhikkhu Sanghas, except the one who will sense the food for me. Okay? The Buddha announced this one. The Buddha want to stay alone for 3 months. Then, but one bhikkhu who will sense the foods for the Buddha, then he can meet with the Buddha. He can approach the Buddha. The other persons, including Bhikkhu Sangha, okay, cannot approach the Buddha, cannot meet the Buddha. Then the Buddha announced this announcement. And because of this announcement, Bhikkhu Sangha in Savatthi city, they also make Katika Vata in Pali, to me, a kind of agreement within the Bhikkhu Sangha. What is the agreement? Okay, no bhikkhu can approach the Buddha. If a bhikkhu approaches the Buddha, then he will be Pacchetiya Abati. He need to say Abati Desna for this Abati. Or they have this agreement. They also stay without meeting with the Buddha. During these times, Venerable Upasena, he is the younger brother of Venerable Sariputta. He lived in another city very far from the Savatthi city. Then one day, he also approached the Buddha with his follower Bhikkhu Sanghas. Okay? Then he didn't know the Bhikkhu Sangha's agreement in Savatthi city. Then when he approached the Buddha also, okay, greetings to him, welcomes to him. Then he also asked, he also asked the Upasena, do you know the agreement of Bhikkhu Sangha and Savatthi city? I don't know the Buddha, or they have agreement. If some Bhikkhu approach the Buddha, then they need to say abadis desanas for Pajitya abadi. Then the Venerable Upasena says, okay, the Buddha didn't lay down, didn't put any Vinaya rules for this one. They make the Vinaya rule according to their own desire without Buddha's agreement. So we disagree with their agreement or their Vinaya rules. So then he also said, Abhinyatan and Abhinyapendi will not put any Vinaya rule if the Buddha didn't lay down. Okay, didn't lay down. Then Pinyadana Smo change Sandi will not also abolish any Vinaya rule if the Buddha already laid down the Vinaya rule. Yatha Pinya Siddhu Saikhabredu Samadaya Vata Pendi, Vata Sandi, we will follow the Vinaya rule according to the Buddha's Vinaya rules. Okay, that had already laid down. He says this words to the Buddha. Then the Buddha also calls sadhu, 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 sadhu. Okay. Then after that, the Buddha asked the one bhikkhus nearby. Then you are wearing the Pansukula Jivara. Pansukula Jivara means the dark robe with a lot of dust and the the Jivara. Then they wash and they sew, they soak together, then become rope and dry. Then they wear this kinds of rope. They have no attachment to those rope. This is called Pansukula Jivara. When he is wearing this Pansukula Jivara, the Buddha says, then do you like this Pansukula Jivaras to wear? Then the bhikkhu answer, actually, I don't like to wear the Pansukula Jivara. But my teacher said, if you want to ordain under my Upajayaship, if you wish to stay under my guidance, then you need to wear the Pansukula Jivara. He says like this. Because of this reason, I also wear the Pansukula Jivara. Then his followers are very, reverence, okay? Very respective. Whoever whatever devotee sees, whoever devotee sees the Bhikkhu Sanghas of Venerable Upasena followers, then okay, they revere and they respect them. The Buddha also praised them. You are very good bhikkhus. They can wear the Pansukula Jivara, etc. Then Buddha also asked Venerable Upasena, how do you admonish your students? Then Venerable Upasena also answered, if someone want to ordain under my Upajayaship, if someone want to stay under my guidance, then I ask them, I am wearing the Pansukula Jivara. Can you wear Pansukula Jivara or not? Or I am also taking Pindapata Dutenga. They only just goes to the village or cities for food. They don't accept the inviting food. Or they don't also accept food sent to the monastery. In this way, okay? Then they only just go to the village or cities for food. This is Pindapata Jivara. Then they also stay in the forest monastery only. They don't stay in the village or city monastery. Aranyaka Dutenga, Pindapata Dutenga, and Pansukula Jivara Dutenga, 3 Dutengas. Then I am practicing these 3 Dutenga if you can practice these 3 Dutanga, then I will allow for your ordinations under my guidance, or I will allow you to stay together with me. Then with this agreement, then he allowed their ordinations. So all of Upasana students need to practice these 3 Dutangas. So his students are, very respective. All are respective bhikkhus, respectful bhikkhus. Okay. Because of this reason, the Buddha also, the Upasana also explains to the Buddha. Then the Buddha also praised. The Buddha also praised the Upasana and his students, his followers. It is good, sadhu sadhu Upasana, it is well done, Upasana. Then the Buddha allowed, if bhikkhus practice these 3 Dutangas, Aranyaka Dutanga, stay in the forest monastery. Then Pansukula Dutanga, wherein the Pansukula Chivara. Painta Patika Dutanga, then goes or unspoos to the village or cities. Or if they are practicing these 3 Dutanga, ascetic practice or austere practice, then they will have chance to meet me without any difficulty, without any preventions. Okay? Then the Buddha allowed them. Then whenever they want to meet with the Buddha, or they can go and meet the Buddha if they practice these 3 Dutangas, or they have chance, or they got this favors from the Buddha. Then when the Buddha, when the Upasana and his students go to the city, then Bhikkhu Sangha are waiting to ask Venerable Upasanas to say Abadi Desna for Pachitya Abadi. By saying this, we have agreements. If someone meet the Buddha during these periods, then he need to say Abadi Desna. Then you say Abadi Desna. Then Venerable Upasana also explained the Buddha already allowed us to meet him. Then all explain. Then all Bhikkhu Sangha also agree. Yes, then we should not put any Vinaya rule if the Buddha didn't put. Okay, if the Buddha didn't lay down. We should follow the Vinaya rule. We should not also remove the Vinaya rule if the Buddha already laid down. We should follow what the Buddha laid down. They also agree. Then what happened? At that time, okay, we will also practice the 3 Dutangas we will have chance with the Buddha in this way. Okay, they also practice the 3 Dutangas. Because of this reason, okay, the Bhikkhu Sangha prosper. Bhikkhu Sangha will prosper, non-decline. Then here in this one, Pinyata Nasmo Chandesandi, they should not abolish the Vinaya rule already laid down by the Buddha. After 100 years of the Buddha's passing away, then in Vesali country, there are also bhikkhu from Vesali country. There are maybe, for example, the soft, they can keep the soft to eat together with the food and next day. They also have this idea. Okay, Sunday, for example, they can also still eat after midday. Another thing, they can also take the money. They have about 10 things. They had this idea. Because of these ideas, okay, Venerable Yasa and the other seniors, Arahanta, make the second Sangha's causes. Then actually the Buddha already laid down, but they want to abolish the Buddha's Vinaya rules. There is also not allowed. Okay. Okay, this is it briefly. So, Abhinyadana Pinyapesandi or Bhikkhu Sangha, they should not, okay, do not authorize what has not been authorized already. Abhinyadana Pinyapesandi, they should not make new Vinaya rule. Na Pinyapesandi. Then Pinyadana Smoche Desandi, they should not abolish, they should not remove any Vinaya rule already laid down by the Buddha. Then Yathapinya Setu, Saikabretu, Samadha Vodesandi. The Buddha already laid down all Vinaya rule according to their reasons. Then all Bhikkhu Sangha should follow according to the Buddha's Vinaya rule. Then the Bhikkhu Sangha or Sasana will prosper, non-decline. Okay? Then Sangha councils meet this one. All Sangha council also they chant together, they decide together not to make the new rule and not to abolish the old rule and also to follow the Vinaya rule laid down by the Buddha. Because of this reason, Sasana is still existing until now. If they don't follow this one, then Sasana will disappear easily. Okay. Here another one. Number 4. Yede Bhikkhu Thera Radenyu Chira Babajita Sangha Pitaro Sangha Prinayaka Te Sekare Sandi Kronkare Sandi Mane Sandi Buje Sandi Te Sencha Sodaba Menye Sandi. To honor, respect, revere, and salute the elders or long standings who are long ordained, fathers and leaders of the order. This is one factor to prosper for Bhikkhu Sangha, not to decline. You know, and there are many seniors, many Siaros in the Sasana. You know, the juniors Bhikkhu need to approach the seniors Bhikkhu from time to time. The commentary says even maybe twice or 3 times a day, if necessary, like this. Okay? Then if they don't approach the senior Bhikkhu Sangha, then they cannot receive the instructions or order from those seniors Bhikkhu Sanghas. Then they don't know how to do according to the Vinaya rule, according to the traditions of the Buddha Sasana. When they approach the seniors Bhikkhu Sangha Mahāthera, then Sangha Mahāthera will admonish them how to do, how to practice meditation, how to fulfill the 3 trainings step by step, etc. Then they can also follow their order, their instruction. Then their sila, samadhi, pinya will develop. Then even they can realize nibbana. Because of this reason, they should also approach the senior bhikkhu, elders bhikkhus in the sasana from time to time. Okay, when the senior sayadaw, elder bhikkhu sanghas ignore them, then sure they will not prosper. Their life will decline. Because of this reason, the Buddha also admonished the bhikkhu sanghas to approach the senior bhikkhus from time to time when necessary. Then you see here in the picture, this is our PATVDH sayadaw. Then this is the head of Sangha Nayaka in our Myanmar currently, Bamo sayadaw Kumārābhivaṃsa. Okay, sayadaw when Paul Sayadaw was in PATVDH school, he also studied under these sayadaws. Now he is about 95 years old. Then he is also head of Sangha's councils in Myanmar. Then PATVDH Sayadaw also approached the Sayadas from time to times. Okay, then he also gave some admonishment to the PATVDH Sayadaw. Because of this reason, okay, the PATVDH Sayadaw also can follow his admonishment. In this way, he can also teach meditation. Although there are a lot of fighters to the PATVDH Sayadaw from time to time. Why? When the Buddha PATVDH Sayadaw teach in accordance with the Dhamma Vinaya, according to the Tipitaka, but some they disagree. Why? They don't practice practically. One reason. They are also teaching the other way. That's why they disagree. They disagree me maybe because of exam material also possible. Then they want to fight with the PATVDH. Also something like this. At the times, no problem. The PATVDH Sayadaw also discuss with those senior Sayadaw like Bhamo Sayadaw. Then sure, then we have many reference in Tipitaka. Then Bhamo Sayadaw also the head of the Sangha Council. Don't make any problem with the PATVDH Sayadaw. He is teaching according to the Dhamma Vinaya. Then okay, then the other enemies, Bhikkhu Sangha, cannot fight with the PATVDH, etc. Is it? That's why we can practice meditation accordingly. We can practice meditations comfortably and peacefully. You see, sometimes, you know, even we are practicing according to the Dhamma Vinaya, according to Buddha's teaching, but some they have no practical experience in our meditation, those kinds of meditation practice. Then they also study partial, they have partial knowledge on the Tipitaka, for example, like Visuddhimagga, but they have no knowledge deeply and thoroughly in those kinds of texts. Then our teachings maybe will be different from their teaching. That's why they have exam material, maybe jealousy and strangeness also. That is why they are trying to destroy our PATVDH names. Is it? You know, not only in foreign countries, and also Myanmar also have, but you know that we teach the Samatha Vipassana meditation in accordance with the Tipitaka. So nobody can destroy our teachings. Yeah, okay, they are trying to destroy, but then we also discuss with the senior bhikkhu. Sure, when we show the references, etc., then nobody can destroy, although they disagree, something like this. Okay, this is also natural. Even the Buddha time also, there are many enemies of the Buddha. Is it? That is why. Then here also, sure, there will be many persons who disagree with our teachings, something like that. That is their bad mind, their evil mind. According to their evil mind, they will experience the result of the evil karma. No problem. Okay, because of this reason, okay, we should also approach the elder from time to time when necessary. This is one reason to prosper the sasana, the monastery. Okay, another one. Number 5. Number 5, you know, Upanaya Tanaya Pono Bhuvikaya Nawasan Kechesanti. Upanaya Tanaya Pono Bhuvikaya Nawasan Kechesanti. Do not fall prey to desires which arise and then lead to rebirth. You know, as long as they are Buddhojana, so they have the craving tanha. If they are not interested in meditation practice, if they have no intentions to practice meditation to attain Mahāparinibbāna Nibbāna, then craving tanha will arise in their mind. Although they are wearing the robe, okay, they don't want to attain Mahāparinibbāna Nibbāna, then what is their intentions? Okay, they want the 4 requisites. They want to be very powerful, they want to be famous, etc. then what will happen? When they want to famous, when they want to have many requisites, etc., then they will follow the devotees. They will follow many lay persons. Okay, whatever they want, okay, they support, and okay, they will also support them again. In this way, they are following their desire, their craving. So they become, fall prey to desires, which arise in them. Okay, from village to village, from city to city, from country to country. They only just follow the devotee, whatever they want. They only just fulfill the devotee's desire. They don't fulfill the three trainings. But their desire is, okay, to teach the Dhamma, the true Dhammas to devotee. Because of this reason, okay, they go village to village, cities to cities, country to country, no problem. Usually, they have already fulfilled the three trainings, Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Then, with their experience, they also want to teach those three trainings to the devotees who are followers of them. Then, it is okay. But without any attainment or without the fulfillment of the three trainings themselves, then with the intentions to gain four requisites, to be famous or to be rich, when they go here and there, they only just follow the devotee's desire. Then, okay, this is, Pono Upanaya, Tanhaya, Pono Buikaya, Nawasan, Gechesandi. Then they are following the cravings desire. Okay? Then whatever craving arises in their mind, they follow the desire of cravings. But yeah, whatever cravings appear in their mind, they don't follow cravings desire. They only just practice meditations to destroy the craving, tanha, or other defilements. Then, what will happen? Although they don't want to be famous, sure, they will become famous. Although they don't want to gain the four requisites, sure, they will gain a lot of requisites without any desires. Okay? In this way, because of this reason, they're not following the cravings or they're not following the cravings, not following the desire which arise in them. Then there will be one factor to prosper, not decline. Then another one. Number 6. Number 6, what is Yawakuenja Beku Beku Arinyagedu Senasanetu Sabeka Boisandi Arinyagezu Senasanesu Sabeka Boisandi. Devotees to forest lodgings. As long as they are devotees to forest lodgings, they may be experts to prosper, not decline. In the pictures, Saraji, since young, maybe about 30 years or his age, then he went to the forest to practice meditation. And about 50 years or 60 years, then he also established the forest monastery, Fall Monastery. Actually now, because of many good deeds in the forest monastery, then became bigger. Actually, in the past, there are a lot of trees, forest, very deep forest, and also a lot of wild animals are there. Also deer or something like this. A lot of animals in the forest, like this. No water, no electricity. They stay in the forest without electricity. Later, many meditators, many bhikkhu sanghas comes to the power centers to practice, to study. Because of this reason, according to their needs, then maybe they arrange the electricities and water, etc. Here also in the same way. At the beginning, so there is no electricity. There's no pure water. Okay, in this way. But many bhikkhu sangha and yogi comes here to practice. Then the monastery also take care. Monastery also need to arrange the electricities and the purified water, etc. Because of this reason, now we have electricities and purified water. Even now we can teach. We can use the online Dhamma talk with. Is it using the internet? That is why, if a bhikkhu are willing to stay in the forest monastery, this is, one factor to prosper, not decline. Most of the bhikkhu are not interested to stay in the forest. They want to stay in the cities or village monastery. Then sure, when they stay in the village or city monastery, then their improvement will be very slow compared to the bhikkhus who are living in forest monastery. Here commentary explains, Kamanda senas nedu jana apetawapi, tato wotita matowa, eti purisa dharagadi sadan sunati. For example, they have jana attainment. They are living, entering into jhanas in the cities or village monastery. Emerging from jhana, as soon as they emerge from jhana, what will happen? They will hear the sound of men, women, and children. Then will be very noisy. Is it? Because of this reason, their concentrations may decline. Their concentrations may drop down. Parinibbāna Sutta Patibodha Mato Sihapyaga Moradina Sadan Sunati. When they stay in the forest monasteries, even they are then as soon as they get up from sleeping, then they can hear the sound of lions or tiger or peacock, etc. Is it? Yena Arenyakam beating Labeda, Tomiwa Samesando, Egapale, Padeta. Oh, okay, then they feel a lot of joyful feeling, a lot of pity, rapture in their mind. Then when they pay attention, the pity, rapture as anicca, dukkha, anatta, or even they can become arhanta. Because of this reason, iti bhagava kamanda sena sane jhana apetawa. Nisena bhikkhu do arenye nidhayanta miwa pasan sati. Because of this reason, the Buddha praised the ones who are living in forest monastery. Then the ones who are living, who are living in, the village or cities monastery. Then the bhikkhus who are living in village or forest monastery, they have jhana attainment. This jhana attainment can disappear easily when they continue to stay there. Okay? The bhikkhu who are living in forest monastery, although they haven't attained jhana's concentration yet, but it is easy to attain jhana's concentration. Because of this reason, the Buddha praised the one who live in forest monastery, then who live in the forest monastery, then who live in village monastery. Okay. Because of this reason, if the bhikkhu want to prosper, want to develop in their life, not decline, then they should stay in forest monastery. Now, many listeners, now you are listening from the very big cities, then think about to go to the forest, okay? Our 4-hour meditation center usually established in the forest. Even you see in the USA, now Georgia, 4-hour meditation center, then we established the centers in the very deep forest. Even not so many people can go there, is it? Then now Umedananda from Singapore, he is there alone. So maybe not so many people go there. Then he can meditate for a long time, many times, easily like this. Okay. then you should also go to the forest monastery to meditate. Number 7. Yeah. Pejat tinyewa sate upatabe sandi. Kendi anagadasa pesala sabhamachari agecheo. Agadaja pesala sabhamachari pasu viharyo. Odi wa bekwe bekuna badikenga no parihani. They preserve their personness mindfulness. So this in future the God among their companions welcomes to them. And those who have already come will feel at ease with them. Okay, according to their translations. Anagadasa pesala sabhamachari agecheo. When they are mindful with the things, okay, some bhikkhus who have sila morality, they want to fulfill sila, samadhi, panya, 3 trainings. They haven't come to the monastery yet. Then what? They are expecting those moral bhikkhus to come to their monastery, their meditation centers. Agadasa pesala sabhamachari padu viharyo. They also provide the all requisites or all things. Those bhikkhus who have morality to stay easily, comfortably, and peacefully in the monastery. Okay, they must be careful. If they provide in this way, then the bhikkhu who haven't comes to the monastery yet, or they want to come to the monastery. Okay, they come to the monastery to observe or to stay for about, for example, 1 week or 2 weeks only just to experience something in the monastery. But when the residents bhikkhu are taking care of those visitor bhikkhus, aganduka bhikkhu, who have morality, they are also happy with those bhikkhus, residents bhikkhu. Okay? They are taking care of us. They are very good bhikkhu. They provide evidence to be able to stay peacefully, comfortably in the monastery. Although they have intention to stay here about for 1 week or 2 weeks, but they stay here for 1 year or 2 years, etc. It is. Then, because of these reasons, all residents bhikkhus or the lay committee must be mindful. Okay, must take care of the bhikkhus who are living in the monastery. Then the bhikkhu who are living in the monastery also will stay there longer. Then those bhikkhu who haven't come to the monastery yet, or they will also come to the monastery again and again, when they provide properly, when they take care of those bhikkhu sangha in the monastery. Okay, then this is also one factor to prosper, non-decline for bhikkhus. Now, you know these 7 factors to prosper for bhikkhu. That is why these are called what? Yeah, bhikkhu aprihaniya dhamma. The bhikkhu's dhamma of non-declines. The 7 dhammas of non-declines for bhikkhus. Then, as long as the bhikkhus follow these 7 factors of non-declines, 7 dhammas of non-declines for bhikkhus, then they will be expected to prosper, not decline. Then last time, Raja aprihaniya dhamma. Now bhikkhu aprihaniya dhamma. By saying this one, not only bhikkhu, also siyale, also yogi. Then when they are following these 7 factors, then their life, their monastery, their Buddha sasana will prosper, will develop, will not decline. Okay? Then by following these 7 factors, 7 dhammas of non-declines for bhikkhus and yogis, then by knowing these 7 dhammas of non-declines for non-decline, okay, to prosper non-declines for bhikkhus and yogi, then may be able to follow, may be able to practice these 7 dhammas to prosper, not to decline. By practicing these 7 dhammas, then may be able to fulfill the 3 training step by step successfully, systematically, then may be able to realize Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sayadaw, thank you very much for your teaching today. May we open the floor for today's questions?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sadhu just mentioned that the lay committee should be important to support the monastery and sangha. Can Sadhu elaborate a little bit? Because, the Power Georgia is pretty new. We are doing all our best to support the sangha. The guideline, I think the Sadhu have mentioned those 7 rules I think they are useful. And, anything to advise, please. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
That's good. Then there's a Umedanan that's asking to continue to stay longer. Then you also invite, I have the information, you want to invite Bande Aganyas to spend Wasa there. Okay, you can also invite. Then if they stay there, will be okay. Okay?
Yes.
Vandami Sayadaw. Sayadaw, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Sayadaw, this question regarding those who wants to ordain. Do they need to go to the Southeast Asia country to get the ordination?
Someone wants to ordain, then he should go to the monastery where there are bhikkhus, enough bhikkhu sanghas for ordinations, about 5 or 6 bhikkhus. Is it? No, not only ancient country, is it? Southeast Asia, there will be easier as there are many bhikkhu sangha and also the pure sima. But not only in those countries, then it is also possible to ordain in other countries if there are bhikkhu sangha and also pure sima. For example, in Georgia, this monastery, we set up the sima. This sima is successful. So if there are about, for example, 5 or 6 bhikkhu, then who are skillful in the recitings of Kamawasa for ordination, then they can be ordained there in this sima. Not only there, and also the other countries. If there are about 5 or 6 bhikkhu, pure bhikkhus, and also pure sima, then they also know the procedures or ordinations, then they can be ordained there.
Thank you, Sayadaw. Yes, we are looking forward to someday we have a 5 bhikkhu in Georgia.
There should be. And then
yes.
the men from the people from the USA or other countries, or they stay in Georgia's monastery, then sure, then later will be easiest for higher ordination there. That's also already sima.
Yes, thank you, Sayadaw. The next question, dear Sayadaw, why is it that even though we get jhana, the mind resists when we want to meditate?
When we want to meditate. Yes, what is resist?
This is me reject, don't want to accept.
Or don't want to accept. Okay, dear Sayadaw, why is this even those we get jhana, the mind rejects when we want to meditate? That means they are not interested in meditating.
Yeah, something like that means even though they have already got jhana, but when they want to meditate, the mind still not accept completely.
No, sure, although they have attained jhanas concentrations, then they need to maintain this jhanas concentration, not to drop down or not to disappear by practicing regularly. But when they become busy with the symptoms, then their practice will decline. When they cannot practice meditation regularly, then their concentration may drop down. Slowly, they are not interested in meditation. Then even may completely disappear. That is why possible in the beginning. But if the intention is very strong to realize Nibbana, as long as they haven't realized Nibbana yet, then they will not stop their meditation practice. When they have already attained jhanas concentration, sure, they will also maintain those jhanas concentration, not to drop down or not to disappear. Is it? So the person should consider why he is rejecting the meditating. Then his jhana is pure or not, real or not, also must be careful. Okay?
Yes.
Sometimes they are teaching like jhana, actually not really jhana. Then many traditions, they are teaching jhana without nimitta, something like this. Actually, they are not real jhana. But so we are teaching the jhana with the nimitta, then they also criticize. Is this? They also criticize this is not in accordance with the Buddha's teaching. Even they separate in Facebook or YouTube, etc. Then they want to destroy the real teachings of the Buddha.
Okay. Thank you, Sayadaw. So we just need to follow the true teaching of the Buddha. Next question. Bhante, is it always better to be a forest monk than stay in the monastery in the city?
Yes, yeah. The commentary. Okay, then I will read the commentary in Pali. Then I will translate into English, but my English translation may be poor, but can be understand. They also find our weak point because of we are not native speaker, so our English translation may be poor, but can be understood. Okay, especially those who are learning under our guidance, they understand what we said. But those who disagree with our teachings, they have the different teachings at the time. What happened? Okay, they criticize our PATVH teaching. PATVH teaching is not in accordance with the Tipitaka, etc. They are enemy of our PATVH or Sasana, like this. Okay, so they will suppress bad news. Aranyakesu Pencha Janu Satika Pichi Mesura. But it is always better to be a forest monk than stay in the monastery and city. Or monastery and cities. Sure, in these 7 factors to prosper for monks, for bhikkhus, okay? The Buddha gave to stay in the forest monastery. As long as they are devotees to stay in forest monastery, they may be expected to prosper, not decline. Then what is the reasons the Buddha shows here? The commentary explain here. Sabekas Kamanda senasane tihi jhana apetawabi. Tato wotita matowa eti purisati dharakati satan sunati. Then when they stay at the village or city's monastery, by entering into jhana, emerging from jhana, as soon as they emerge from jhana, eti purisa dharikati satan sunati. They can hear the sound of female, males, and children. Yenasa adhikata vise sopi hayati yewar. Because of this reason, their concentration is the lokiya concentration. It's not so stable yet, not so strong yet. Then when they can hear very beautiful sound, very good sound, etc. Then what will happen? They may think about sensual pleasure, sensual desire, etc. Because of this reason, maybe their concentration may drop down, even may disappear. Parinibbāna Sutta Pati Buddha Mato, Sihabya Gadi, Moradina, Sadan Sunati. One bhikkhu, he is living in forest monastery. Then, okay, as soon as they wake up from the sleeping, then they can hear the sound of lions, tiger, and peacock, etc. Then yena arenya beating labedo, tamewa samansando egafle, padita. They have the senya for arenya senya for the possession of forest. Then they feel pity and living in the forest alone. When they reflect on this, then a lot of pity rapture will appear in their mind. Then they are also practicing vipassana meditation systematically. Then at that time they can contemplate those piti as anicca, dukkha, anatta. Then even they can become arahanta. Iti bhagava kamanda sena snedu jhana apetawa nisena bhikkhu do arenye nidayanta miwa pasansati. Because of this reason, kamanda sena snedu jhana apetawa, nisena bhikkhu do, one bhikkhu who is living in village or cities monastery by entering into jhana. Then arenye nidayanta miwa pasansati, one bhikkhu who is living in forest monastery by sleeping. Then the Buddha phrased this, the last person, the last bhikkhu. Why? Then when he is practicing meditation, sure he can attain jhana's concentration easily. But the bhikkhu who is living in forest cities monastery, then with a lot of noise, a lot of disturbances, then although they have attained jhana's concentration, maybe that jhana's concentration may disappear or may drop down, may decline. Because of this reason, the Buddha phrased the last bhikkhus. Because of this benefits, the Buddha also suggests the bhikkhu to stay in the forest monastery. So as long as they are living in forest monastery, they may be expected to prosper, not decline. Then, is it sure? Then, always better to be a forest then stay in the monastery and city. Stay in the monastery and city. Sure, monastery and cities means city monastery, what the bhikkhu are doing there also depends on them. For example, like although the monastery is inside the city, but quiet area, quiet. They can also practice meditation diligently without association with many people, many activities. Then it is okay if they can maintain. But it may not be better than forest monastery.
Okay. Thank you, Sayadaw. Next question. Today's world is very different from that at Buddha's time. Do all rules are still applicable today? If not, how Sangha handle it?
Yes, today's world is very different from this at the Buddha's times. Then all rules mean then there are also exceptions and some Vinaya rules. Okay, some exceptions and Vinaya rules. Then usually in the very heavy Vinaya rule like Parajika or Sangha Disesa, the Buddha they give the rules, put the rules seriously, tightly. But in some small Vinaya rules, the Buddha also give permissions for some bhikkhus, those who are necessary. For example, when they go to the cities, they should not wear the slippers, for example, if they are happy and if there's no any reasons. But this is Vinaya rule. But for those who are sick without slipper, who cannot bear the coldness without slipper, etc., or this is considered as kilana, sickness, or they can wear the slipper even in the cities. If, like the, for example, airport, because of a lot of air conditions, then the airport is very cold. Then they get sick or they have the cough, etc., the flu, etc. Then they are considered as kilana. Then they can wear the slipper, no problem. When they go to the toilet, then the toilet is very dirty. Probably there may be the kinds of disease and infections from the toilet. Okay, they can also use the slipper in this way. Okay, there are exceptions for some bhikkhus. The Buddha laid down the Vinaya rule for the happiness of bhikkhu, not to torture the bhikkhu. Okay, so there are also exceptions for some Vinaya rules, no problem. Although the Buddha laid down the Vinaya rule. Do you have any, for example, any Vinaya rule which is not suitable for nowadays, for example? Is it? Okay. So still applicable today. Sure, most of them can still applicable. For example, taking the money. And then, before theology, for theology, many bhikkhus in many countries, not a long time ago, maybe about this, for example, 30 or 50 years, within 30 or 50 years, many are taking the money. They think without money, no bhikkhu cannot survive. Is it? But when the false theologies appear, now false theology also established his meditation center free from the money. Then many follow. Many follow. Then they can survive. Even better than before. They are very happy with this condition, following this rule, etc. Is it? But you know, they think we cannot survive or we cannot continue our life, bhikkhu life, without taking the money. Then they take the money. Usually, their morality is not so pure. That's why they also have a lot of problems because of taking the money also. Then you can consider like this. Which one is better? Following the Buddha's Vinaya rule and without following the Buddha's Vinaya rule. Which one is better? Etc. Okay? The other also in the same way. The other also in the same way.
The question is regarding a country who use the taxpayer money to buy weapon from other country. Those are killing weapon, very powerful killing weapon for other country by using the taxpayer money. So the question is, the taxpayer of that country, do they share the common karma of killing? Or if the taxpayer don't pay the tax, would they exempted from this common karma of killing?
That's why I say according to the government's law that they need to pay the tax when they have business or something like this. Then your baba is only just according to the country's law only, not to bind the tax, not to bind the weapons. Then if government buying the weapons with the money, this is their problem. This is their work, not your problem. Okay, not your business. No problem. According to the law of the country, you give the tax to the government. Whatever government spend this money, no problem. This is not the person's problem. Okay, your intention is only because of the law. If you don't give any tax to the government, they will give the punishment or something like this. Because of this reason, you pay the tax to the government, not for buying of weapons.
This question is he wished to go to the meditation center to ordain, but he has a lot of obstacles. Many things block him from going there. So how can he do in order his ordination's conditions can be matured?
Sure, you really want to ordain? You know, during the Buddha times, when the Buddha gave the Dhamma talk, especially the dangers of sensual pleasure, enjoyment of sensual pleasures, then many people wants to ordain. They're not easy to ordain. When they take permission from the government, when they take permission from their parents or their wife, usually they don't allow. Then what did they do? They protest. Okay, they show their desires. Okay, if you don't allow me to ordain, then I will die. Then they stay without eating for 7 days, something like this. It depends on the person's desire. If they are if they wish to ordain eagerly, sure, they will do sentence. They will manage sentence. Okay, to get the permission from the respected person. Then when they show their desires without eating for 7 days, then the parents consider, like Venerable Sutta, Venerable Rathabala, etc. Is it? They show for their desires for 7 days without eating. Then their parents consider, if our son stays without eating for more than 7 days, he will die. Then we cannot see him forever. But if we allow them to ordain, what will happen? Then we still can see him. We can still see him as a bhikkhu. If he is not happy as a bhikkhu, then he may disrupt and come back to our house again, our families again. Or with this thinking, or they allow their sons to ordain. This is the story in the Buddha's time of Sudena, Venerable Sudenas and Venerable Rathabala, etc. Many are like this.
Thank you. Thank you, Sayadaw. Dear Sayadaw, where did Buddha mention about nimitta in Sutta?
Nimitta in Sutta. Okay. Where the Buddha mentions and nimitta and Sutta. Okay, just now is if they want the nimitta, the Buddha mentions about nimitta and Patisambhida Magga and also Abhidhamma a lot. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Yawandami Sayadaw. This question regarding the Bhikkhu Aparihariya Dhamma number 7 means the resident bhikkhu should take care of the guest Agantuka bhikkhu. So the question is, if this Agantuka bhikkhu may destroy the harmony of the Sangha, and if the teacher of this Agantuka bhikkhu may break up the relationship between the teachers and the students of the resident bhikkhus, and slowly the disciple of this teacher may be hurt and leave. But the teacher will still protect these students. So in this condition, what should the Anugaha committee do, the supporters do?
Here in the Pali, Kainti Anagadasa Pesala Sabhamachari. Then this one Pesalami who love the morality, silas. Then if they do such kinds of problem in the monastery, then they are not loving these silas, morality. They have no good mind. The Agantuka bhikkhu must be the moral bhikkhus, good bhikkhus, etc. If they are a bad bhikkhu, they are making problem with the evil desires, then sure they can be expelled from the monastery.
Vandami Sayadaw, if someone leave a monastery by taking some food from the monastery along with them, would they consider breaking the precept or breaking the Vinaya?
Okay, sorry.
It means that someone, when they leave the monastery, they take some food with them from the monastery. So would they consider breaking the precept or breaking the Vinaya?
They lead or what?
They leave, come out from when they come out from the monastery, they take some food together. When they leave the monastery, they come out from the monastery, taking some food together with them. Would this consider breaking the precept or not?
I don't understand what does it mean.
Means if someone stay in the monastery, after a while, they come out from the monastery, leaving the monastery.
Okay.
Then when they leave the monastery, they take some food with them. Would they consider breaking the precepts?
Or then, okay, they don't want to continue to stay in the monastery, then they are leaving, they will leave from the monastery. They also take the food from the monastery, is it?
Yes, Yado.
Then monastery mean what kinds of food belong to monastery or Sangha property?
He didn't mention here.
Okay, that's why I don't understand. Okay, then depends on, for example, in the dining hall, we arrange the foods for all Bhikkhu Sanghas. Then, according to the seniorities, then they also take the food from the dining hall. Then, okay, if they don't want to stay, okay, they go outside of the monastery, no problem. But those that are not for those bhikkhus, only just belong to Sangha or monastery, then it is not allowed to take. Need to take permission from the Sangha or respective bhikkhus. Is it?
Vandamisiado, if someone want to observe the Brahmacharya 5 precepts, so when she recite these sentences for taking precept, can he just change Kamesu Michachara to Abrahmacharya?
Can take Abrahmacharya is okay. We call Gahata Brahmacharya Sikkhapada. Like, the Visakha and the others, when they were the daughters of Kiki king in the Vipassana times, I think. Okay? 7 daughters of the kings. Then they also taught these Gahata Brahmacharya Sikkhapada. 5 precepts together with Abrahmacharya, not only Kamesu Michachara. They observe this one, Kumārābhivaṃsa, is it? Kumārābhivaṃsa, they only just, the single women, single girl without married for whole lives. They also observe this Sikkhapada instead of Kamesu Michachara, it is called.
Vandamisiado, he asked, Tutanga practice, is that a necessity?
Yeah. In Milinda Penyas, the Tutanga practice, now those who have attained Mahāparinibbāna Nibbāna in this very life, for example, even as laypersons, during the Buddha times, when they listen to the Buddha's Dhamma, after the end of the Buddha's Dhamma, they become Sotapanna, etc. Like, for example, Anathapindika or Visakha, they are layperson, they also have family and husband and wife, etc. They also realize Nibbana. Then what the Milinda Penya, the King Milinda asked the Venerable Nagasena Arahanta. Then he answered, although they are layperson, although they have husband and wife in this life, very life, actually they have already practiced 13 Tutanga in the past, and 1 Buddha's dispensation, etc. Maybe many times or at least 1 time, they have already fulfilled this one or the 13 Tutanga, or maybe all together, something like this. Because of this reason, then they realize Nibbana in this very life, although they are laypersons. Without fulfillment of these 13 Tutangas, or one of the 13 Tutangas, then it is impossible to realize Nibbana. Then, for example, okay, they realize Nibbana in this very life, but they don't fulfill any Tutanga in this very life. Actually, they have already fulfilled these 13 Tutangas in the Buddha dispensation in the past. Something like this.
Vandamisiado, for some other country which are not Southeast Asia country, they don't have the culture of Pindabada. So what should they do?
Then, Venerable Subhuti in our monastery. He is from USA. He also stayed in Hawaii for 3 years. Even he don't have the monastery. He stay with the tank. And also, I think he goes to the cities for Pendabada. Then some they also offer the foods. They also meet with some maybe Myanmar family or Thai family. Usually they are Buddhist. They also offer the foods to those Bhikkhu Sangha, those Subhutis. Depends on them. You go and stand in their house whether they can offer or not. Not so long, not so short. Then if they don't offer, no problem. Go to the other house. In this way, they can survive for food. No problem. Okay. Then some they understand. Or this is the Buddhist monk. They are standing for food. Then they offer, although they are not Buddhist. Then although they do in this way, then if you cannot attain and cannot get any food, they cannot survive for a long time. Okay, they move their suitable place, no problem.
Thank you, Sadhu. This is the last question. In last teaching, it is said we should respect and listen to the elders. But some elders or leaders we see on TV do not seem very reasonable. How should we follow the Buddha's teaching of respect and listen to elders in these cases?
Okay, this one is although they are senior sayadaw or bhikkhus, if they don't follow Vinaya teachings, if they are not moral bhikkhus, if they don't care especially sila, morality, bhikkhu silas, then no problem, can avoid those kinds of senior bhikkhus. Then you find the good senior bhikkhus.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think that's all the answer we have today. And thank you so much, Sadhu, taking so much time to answer all the questions. May we have Sadhu to lead us making an aspiration and sharing the merits, please.
Okay, then repeat after me to share your merits to all beings. Idame punyam.
Idame punyam.
Sawakaya.
Asawakaya.
Wahan hodu.
Wahahodu.
Idame punyam.
Idame punyam.
Nibbanasa.
Nibbanasa.
Pachayo hodu.
Pachayo hodu.
Mama punya bhagan.
Mama punyam bhagan.
Sabbasadana.
Sabbasadana.
Ajemi.
Bhajemi.
Te sabe.
Te sabe.
Me sama.
Me sama.
Punya bhagan.
Punya bhagan.
Labandu.
Labandu.
Sadhu.
Sadhu.